Hi guys! So because of a lot of you asked me what do I carry in my makeup kit, I decided today to shoot a video with my absolute favorite products. I can't really show you all of my kit because my kit is this big and it would take us hours. So I tried, it was really hard, but I tried to pick 1, 2 at tops products from every range. Not all of them are suitable to my skin, but today I did all this with my favorite products. Okay? I want to tell you that this is not a paid video. These are just my absolute favorites, and in the description I will tell you where you can find them. And one last thing, if you didn't subscribe, now it's the time. Like and subscribe, guys. So the first 2 products I'm gonna show you today are my favorite makeup bases. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so I'm a bit biased because I have a very dry skin and I always go for illuminating shimmery bases, and my personal favorites are these 2: the illuminating makeup base from Paese. If you didn't know, Paese is a Polish professional brand and has a lot of products, and this is one of my favorite. What I like most about this is the fact that it has a very velvety texture. See how beautiful it is? It's very velvety, with kind of a pink undertone. It brightens the face a lot. It has an awesome perfume. I like things with perfume. And it has like very small kind of glittery particles in it. The next base I want to show you is Charlotte Tilbury's Hollywood Flawless Filter. This has a golden undertone and it's way softer than the Paese. It's very creamy somehow, and you can use this under your foundation or over your foundation. This is one of the most used by me in my kit. Okay, so these 2 bases I just love. I use them a lot. They're my go-to, especially if I want to create a dewy, glowy finish for my makeup. Next is foundation. These are my favorites. I'm wearing today Paris Berlin Le Mini Fluid in number 20, and my other favorite is from Charlotte Tilbury, is Light Wonder. I used this in my previous video. I'll start with this one. What I love about this one is the fact that it has a yellow undertone that transforms. Okay, so at first you might get a bit scared because when you put it on the skin it's a bit yellow, but just trust it, wait for it. It will change, it will transform, and it will take from the skin's undertone and it will look beautiful. Okay, it's buildable. You can create a very light look or you can give it a full coverage. It's waterproof, is long lasting. I use this on brides, as photo shoots, videos. I love it. I just love it. You need this in your kit. The second foundation I told you about is from Charlotte Tilbury. Yes, I'm a big fan of Charlotte Tilbury's products and Charlotte Tilbury herself. So, this Light Wonder is very light. It has a neutral undertone. You can create very light looks. You can wear it as it is, or also you can use it as a base if you want more coverage. I love this one. I use it very, very often. And the next product is my favorite concealer. Yes, it's Magic Away from Charlotte Tilbury. What I love about this is the fact that it's liquid. It's very creamy somehow. It doesn't crease. It has coverage, but not too much that it would cake. And you can also use it on top of the foundation and under the foundation. I just love this. And the fact that it has this little sponge here. So cute, so cute. This is one of my go-tos. You should try it. Next is powder. And my favorite is Kat Von D's translucent Lock It setting powder. This is a very, very fine powder and you need this in your kit. Why? Because it doesn't cake. It kind of reduces the fine lines. It doesn't show. And it's such a nice color. Okay, it's not too white. You know, some translucent setting powders are way too white. I don't have a lot of powders in my kit because I always rely on the translucent ones, and this one is my favorite. My next favorite product is this palette, the Contour Book from Kevyn Aucoin. What I love about this is, in particular, these three contouring shades. Why? Because they're not that warm. You know, shades in nature are not warm. They're not orange, they're not red, they're kind of grayish, right? And this palette has the exact colors you need for dry contouring. It also has a very nice blush and two highlighters that are amazing, but my go-to for this palette are the contouring shades. Next on my list, blush. And this from Bobbi Brown, I am just totally obsessed with. It's Sunset Glow. Here it says it's a highlighting powder, but I also use it as a blush. See how amazing this is? See? This is just like absolutely gorgeous. It's rosy gold. You can use it as a highlighter, you can use it as a blush, especially if you have flawless skin. I use this on so many photo shoots with so many models, and it's just amazing every single time. I just love this. Let the shine begin, because my next two products are my favorite liquid highlighters. This one is from Paese. My favorite shade is Opal. It's so nice, so fine. It's very velvety, and you can put this under your foundation for a very glowy look, or over it. Don't overdo it though. You will glow like a lot. And my next favorite, it's from a recent brand that I discovered. It's called Madara. It has a range of organic makeup. I think it's from Lithuania. Okay, I love when I discover new brands, especially if they're not that mainstream. And this particular product had me like, what? I mean, look at this shine. Look at this shine. This will give you a glow for the gut. Trust me. You thought I was done with the highlighters? My next favorite is this palette from McGrath. It's called Sublime Skin Highlighting Trio. And what a trio it is! Just look at these three colors. We have a pink kindish highlighter, a soft gold, and not so soft gold. I love this palette. Especially these two are my favorite. I use them a lot. They're softer than this one, and it's just so easy to use, and it's so amazing. Look at these colors right here. I love them. I love this palette. This should be in your kit, if it's not already, of course. And now I kind of finished with the face, and I'm gonna move on to eyebrows. If you know me, you will know that I do not like those very harsh brows that look like a stamp. I am always gonna go for a more natural brow, a more brushed brow with very soft threads. And that's why, especially for the fixing, these are my favorite products. It's the Soap Brow from WBCO. And I know a lot of you will say, why not use a regular brow? I did. And this lasts way longer. So if you wanna fix the brows for a bride, for example, don't use a regular soap. It's not gonna last as much. If you're doing it for a photo shoot, sure. How long does it have to last? An hour, 2, 3? But this will last you way longer. And it also comes with a facial mist that will activate the soap, but you can also use a setting spray. If this finishes, you can always go for a setting spray. My next fave when it comes to brows, it's Brow Blade from Urban Decay. I love this because it's so easy to draw like very fine threads. You can use this as a beginner also, and it has two ends. You have a waterproof pencil here and an ink stain here that is very sharp. See how sharp this is? I just love this. It's so easy to draw eyebrows with this, to just fill in those gaps. Amazing product. And now moving on to eyes, guys. And I will start with my favorite eye base. It's Soft Ochre Paint Pot from MAC Cosmetics. This is a waterproof product. It neutralizes very well any discoloration on your eyelids, and all the eyeshadows look so much better applied on this one. And now the hardest task I had was to pick just 2 palettes from my kit. And it was so difficult because I love all my palettes. I picked them to maximize their use. And I had to pick just 2. Yes, I set these rules upon myself. Good job, Laura. But the criteria that this choice was based was the fact that I use them the most, especially lately. Okay? So my 2 favorite palettes are these 2. Charlotte Tilbury and Paese. I will talk about Charlotte Tilbury first, because if I had to pick just one palette, it would be this one. It would be Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury. This is just like genius. It's a genius palette. Why? Because you can do a bridal eye look with just this palette. You can do a day look, you can do a glam look, you can do an evening look. This is just the most versatile, most, I don't know, amazing palette anyone created. And they're just 4 shades with 3 different textures. You have a satin one, 2 mattes, and a pop color. It's kind of a pressed rose gold glitter. Best to apply it with your finger. So guys, if you don't have this palette in your kit, get it. It will save you so many times. This is just, I told you, it's just amazing. Love you, Charlotte. The next palette is All About You from Paese. It has 12 shades, different textures. It has matte, it has glittery, pressed glitter, it has shimmery ones, and this I consider to be a perfect nude palette. It's great for makeup artists and also for day-to-day use. This is one of my most used palettes as my makeup courses. I create the natural looks, the glam looks, those like kind of pressed glitters or pressed pigments are like very shimmery and they give you this very watery aspect, very glossy look somehow. And this is a palette that I just love. It's one of my most used products in my kit. I like the fact that the matte ones are very pigmented. They have, some of them, a bit of fallout, so be careful what kind of brush you use, but I wouldn't change it. I just love it. I told you that it was very hard for me to pick just 2 palettes, so I kind of cheated a little bit, and I also picked 1 cream eyeshadow. Actually there's 3 cream eyeshadows, but they're from the same brand, just different shades. And this one, especially number 10, is my favorite. It's Ombre Glacé Ice Cream Shadow from Paris Berlin, or Paris Berlin. So this is the product. Okay, this is such a nice product. I wouldn't even call it an eyeshadow, I would call it just a multifunctional use product, because it's waterproof and you can use it as an eyeshadow base, you can use it as a highlighter, you can use it as it is as an eyeshadow. I mean, it's just so nice. Also you can use it on your lips if you wanna make your lipstick last longer and you're into shimmery, glossy kind of lips. You just tap a bit of this, a bit of highlighter on your lips, and it just stays there. I love this product, and especially for brides, this is amazing. Check it out. My next favorite is eyeliner. And even though I have a lot of types of eyeliner in my kit, this one will always be my favorite. It's the tattoo eyeliner from Kat Von D. I recommend this to beginners, to pros. It's very sharp. The felt tip is very sharp. You can just draw very easily the fine lines of your graphic looks, okay? And it's matte. You can easily put eyeshadow or pigment on it, and it's just very nice. It's a very nice, and you know what, it's a very reliable product. Yeah, I think this is why I love it so much, because it's very reliable. Next on the eye department are pencils, and the most used by me is the soft eye pencil in Shadow Chocolate from Paese, dark chocolate actually. Why I love this is because it's very creamy, it's kind of warm brown, and it's a great base for smoky eyes. I'm more of a non-black smoky eye kind of girl, so if I like to use like colorful pigments, this is the base for all of them. I just love this pencil. Anyone said lashes? So for lashes, my favorite mascara is Better Than Sex from Too Faced. This is the waterproof version, but I also have in my kit the regular version. I also use it on myself, and I just think this is the best mascara I ever worked with. And you can't say lashes without false lashes. And my favorites are silk lashes from Cupio. I mean, I did not meet any other kind of lashes like these lashes. They're so light, they have such a natural look, and they're so easy to apply. It's very easy to apply them on myself. You can't feel them, and this was the feedback I got from all the people that I put these lashes on. I can't feel them, and this is very important when you wear false lashes, because if you feel them, or if they're heavy, you just want to take them out the next second. My next fave is for lips. It's the Pillow Talk pencil from Charlotte Tilbury, and I love it because it goes very well with a lot of lip undertones or skin undertones, and it's so creamy. You can use it for a nude lip or a red lip. You can use it as it is and just fill your lips in with it. I just love this crayon. See how small it is now? I'll have to get a new one soon. And my last two products are lipsticks. and I picked these two palettes from Danessa Myricks. They're called the Nudist and the Feminist. And in these two palettes, you have all you need for your lips. From very light nudes on this palette, see, very light nudes to very dark nudes, from reds to pinks, peaches, mauves. In this palette you have all you need. The textures and the resistance of these two palettes of lipsticks are just amazing. I mean, they have like a creamy glossy texture, but they last as long, almost as long as a matte lipstick. So this is amazing. It's so easy to reapply it. I just love this, and they're so like tiny, and like they fit so easily in your kit. The only thing I don't really like about the packaging is the fact that this lid is not very sturdy here. That's why I have to use a scrunchie like this to just keep them in place, because if they open they might get dry, and I don't want that because I love this palette. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like the product I picked. I hope you get inspired and creative, and next video is gonna be on brushes and what are my favorite brushes, how I use them, and I can't wait to see you guys next time.